And for the final time today, welcome back to Abington Avon High School. I'm Dwayne Hewlett, Miles Hewlett alongside, and this is game number 7 of 7 of the Great Western Shootout here at Abington High School. And this one pits the hometown A-Town Tornadoes against the Flanagan Cornell Falcons. Should be another good one. The Bomber girls picked up a win just a few minutes ago over A-Town, 40-33. Ainsley Holdhouse was the MVP for the Bomber girls. We'll talk about some of the scores and stuff from the day as we go through the game. Dallas Hamilton will be one of the starters for the Flanagan Cornell Falcons. Number 4, Sam Jones. J.D. Ruddy, number 11. Number 23, William Weber. Tyler Foff. Now the starters for the A-Town Tornadoes, the hosts of this tournament. Been a good one. Been some really good games. Ethan Schisler, number 23, one guard. Clay Slagle, number 21. Trey McVeigh, number 3. Kellen Hook, number 2. Drew Fouch, number 13, the 5 starters for A-Town. So once again, it's Kellen Hook, number 2, number 3, Trey McVeigh, number 13, Drew Fouch, number 21, Clay Slagle, and number 23, Easton Schisler for Flanagan Cornell. Number 3, Dallas Hamilton, number 4, Sam Jones, number 11, J.D. Ruddy, number 23, William Weber, and number 30, Tyler Puff. So we're going to jump it up. It is Slagle, and it was Ruddy jumping it up. On the ball is Schisler. Now to Fouch. Fouch is going to go to Slagle. Slagle to a cutting Schisler. Schisler is blocked. It goes off of Schisler out of bounds. It'll be possession to the Falcons. Number 11, Ruddy over there. Now it comes back to Jones. Basket by Ruddy. And a steal by Ruddy. And a kick by Schisler. No, it is Schisler. So the Falcons lead 2-0 here early. Number 2, Hook takes a seat. Number 25, Carter Redfern in for A-Town. And a travel by, they're going to call a foul? Yes, they are. Foul's going to be on number 3, Trey McVeigh, his first, team's first. Two to nothing to score, 7:10 remaining. Jump ball, possession to the Falcons on the inbound. And clock still running. Now they're going to call a foul. Charge. 23. William Weber, his first, team's first. 6:55 to go in quarter number 1. Full court press now. That's Schisler with it. He gets the crossed half court to Slagle. Slagle on the dribble. Pulls up 10 feet, gives it out to Schisler, top of the key. Knocking it away out of bounds from Redfern was Hamilton, but it's going to stay with A-Town. 6:33 to go. Inbounded to Fouch, up top to McVeigh. And it goes to Schisler. His jumper from about 13 feet is off, no good. Rebound underneath by number 13, Fouch. Fouls on number 11, Ruddy, his first, team second. 2 free throws coming for number 13, Drew Fouch. His shot's off, no good on the first one. Checking in for Flanagan, Cornell, is number 35, Kessler Collins. Second free throw is good. A-Town's on the scoreboard. Trailing 2-1. 6:20 to go in the first quarter. On the dribble is Asa Stiegel. He looks down low. It's not Asa Stiegel, excuse me. It's Sam Jones. Shot for Collins was off. Good hesitation and hang for number 21, Slagle. He couldn't get it to fall, but a rebound and a putback for Redfern. He's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on number 3, Dallas Hamilton, his first, team's third. Redfern's going to be shooting 2. First one is off, no good. Carter Redfern. Ruddy's going to take a seat. Checking back in is William Weber. 5:58 to go in the first quarter. Chance to tie it here, and he does. Carter Redfern, just like Fouch, hits the back end of his 2 free throws and knots the score at 2 with 5:53 to go as the Falcons walk it up with the ball in the hand of Sam Jones. Jones gives it to Hamilton. Now it goes back to Jones, and Schisler with the steal. He's going to go down the floor. Layup is good. Easton Schisler gets the first 2-point basket of the game for the Tornadoes. And with 5:30 to go, they lead 4-2. Ball tipped, but Hamilton's able to track it down. Sam Jones with it near side. Goes into the lane. Hamilton dumps it out. Outside it goes. 3 on the way is good by Tyler Pfaff. (5-4). Falcons with the lead. Schisler with it near side. He drives in, pulls up. Shots off, no good. Saved in by Stiegel, but down the floor goes, and going up for 2 was going to be Collins, but he's going to be fouled, I believe, by number 21. It is Clay Stagel, who just refused to give up the easy bucket. Second team foul, his first. Kessler Collins shooting 2 free throws. First one's off, no good. Checking in for the Falcons, Colton Pfaff. If anybody from Falcons area back home knows how to pronounce that for sure, I would take the pronunciation of it if you could spell it out so I can read it properly. Second one is good. That seems to be a theme for everybody tonight. Making the second one. Makes it 6-4. Flanagan with the lead. Stiegel with it. He gets it to Schisler. Redfern. Now it goes to Stiegel, who looked for Redfern, and Redfern kind of got hip checked and lost the ball out of bounds. I don't know, he might have lost it actually before he got hip checked even, but a turnover nonetheless. And the clock a little slow to start. 4:05 to go. And it probably wasn't slow to start. I'm just, after 7 games, you think it should be running faster, right? Out for 3. That's short. That was on the way from Tyler Pfaff. Schisler. Slagle for 3. Off, no good. And Colton Pfaff had his feet on the line. Timeout on the floor. It is going to be a full timeout. It is the media timeout. We'll take a break as well and be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH in just a couple minutes.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
And back here to Abington Avon High School. 3:38 to go in the first quarter. 6-4 is the score. Final game of the Great Western Shootout. .338 to go in the first quarter. It's going to be Slagle to inbound for the Tornadoes. Got it into Fouch. Now Schisler with it. It is also on the floor, Stiegel. And the runner by Schisler is no good, but he's going to be shooting 2 free throws. See who they call it on. Foul's going to be on number 23, William Weber. His second, team's fourth. Schisler's first free throw is good. He broke the string. Everybody else had missed the first and made the second. Cuts the lead to 1, cuts the lead to 0. Tied up, 6 apiece. Schisler gets them both. Sam Jones with it. He goes up top to Tyler Pfaff. Now Jones again. Tyler Pfaff with it. He'll take a 3. It's short. Rebound down low by William Weber. He's going to be shooting 2. A-Town foul. Charge to number 4, Asa Stiegel. His first, team's third. Two free throws coming. First one's off and no good. It is William Weber at the free throw line. Second one is off the front of the rim, no good either. And Schisler gets the rebound. It came all the way out to the three-point line. 2:55 to go in the first quarter. Slagle's going to drive. Nobody really stops him, and he gets the runner to fall. Clay Slagle gets his first bucket of the game, and the Tornadoes have the lead, 8-6. Ruddy. Jones down to Ruddy on a little bit of a give and go almost. Rebound to Stiegel, and Schisler will bring it up for A-Town. Trying to build on a 2-point lead. Goes to Slagle. Now to Fouch. Up top to Stiegel. Back to Slagle. That's Clay Slagle, number 21. Redfern. Three on the way by Schisler is good. Easton Schisler, a three. And the Tornadoes open a 5-point lead. Jones for three to respond, and he does. Pretty good ball players on both these teams. Slagle going the wrong way. Finally he's going to get it across. Oh, nice look down to Fouch. Fouch's shot is up off the rim, no good. Rebound going back the other way. That's Ruddy, I believe. It is. Wrong-handed layup, but Jones is there for the rebound. Out to 4-3, I should say. That's Tyler Pfaff. And it is no good. Schisler will take it back the other way. 11-9 is the score. Three coming. Nope. Faked it and then threw it away. A kick. They are going to call the kick. 1:06 remaining in the first quarter. Ball will stay with A-Town. Kellen Hook and Trey McVeigh coming back in for A-Town. Redfern's going to take it out of bounds. It's Tyler Pfaff on the floor for the Falcons. Also out there is Collins. Tyler Pfaff's going to get the layup to go. And we're knotted back at 11. Also out there is Sam Jones, Ruddy. Slagle's jumper is good. Jones now is going to go the length of the floor. His runner's off, no good. Tipped around, picked up. Right side it goes now. That is number 3, Dallas Hamilton. A three on the way by Tyler Pfaff. I think I've said that different every time. 21 seconds to go in the first quarter, 13-11. Tornadoes with the lead in the basketball. Going to take one shot here if they can. Jones comes out to force a move by Hook. Goes to Slagle, and Slagle gets fouled by Kessler Collins, I think. We'll wait and see. I've been really bad at this today. It is Collins, his first, team's 5th. 2 free throws coming for Clay Slagle. 2.7 seconds remain here in quarter number 1. First one is good. Second one, off, no good. And that's how the quarter will end. 14-11. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Live from the Great Western Shootout, right after a word from our sponsors.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Welcome back. Heading to the second quarter here at Abington Avon High School. (14-11). 5 fouls for Flanagan at Cornell, 4 for A-Town. Well, they changed it to 3 now. I've got 3, but they had 4 up there. I thought I missed one maybe. Inbound pass to open the second quarter goes to Abington Avon, I should say. In the game for Abington Avon is Parker Stone King, number 10. Trey McVeigh with it now. He goes into the corner to Fouch now. Oh, ho, ho, ho. They're going to give the charging foul to Clay Slagle. Slagle is going to pick up the foul, his second, team's 4th. Three on the way by Hamilton, off no good. Rebound by Stone King. There's a shot by Hook, off no good. Rebound coming back the other way. And Sam Jones wanted to say it was tipped. I didn't think it was tipped. I thought it was just a bad pass. And the shot is up. Stone King fouls on 30. Tyler Pfaff, his first, team 6th. Stone King's going to be shooting 2 now for the Tornadoes. Off the front of the rim, no good. 6:59 to go in the first half. Checking in, number 23, William Weber. Also in for the Tornadoes, number 4 is Asa Stiegel. He replaces Clay Slagle, who takes a seat for the first time. Stone King, second free throw, rattles around and falls through. Opens up a 4-point lead now, 15-11. Hamilton sets up the offense for Flanagan Cornell. He wanted Jones posting up McVeigh, and that's a definite advantage for Jones. And Stone King is going to get called for the foul. No, they're going to call McVeigh for the foul, excuse me. That'll be his second. Team's 5th. And it goes to William Weber. He gets his first 2 of the night. And it's a 2-point game. Fouch. Yep. That's a good call. Fouch driving. Gets the charge call. Team foul number 6. I'm not real sure how you can be upset with that call. Wasn't underneath the basket. He was way out there. Fouch just went running in and ran into him. Trey McVeigh, or excuse me, Dallas Hamilton with it. Hamilton on a little bit of a pick, give and go, gets an easy bucket. His first 2. That was Jones who he got the bucket for, and we're tied back at 15 now. Well, we were, because just like that, down at the other end, Asa Stiegel gets his first 2, and the Tornadoes take a lead back again. 17-15, 5:55 to go in the first half. Jones looks down to Ruddy. Ruddy's shot is off, no good, but Stone King's going to pick up the foul. Ruddy was down there wide open. He was bouncing and waving his arms, trying to get somebody to pay attention to him. Finally did, but it was almost too late. Team foul number 7. Means the Falcons and both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way. A white warning. Warning on the bench at 5:50. Don't know what the warning was for. Ruddy misses the first. 17-15, 5:50 to go in the first half. Second one rattles around and falls out, and the ball is going to go all the way back out, and everybody's going to dive over it. Schisler being said he was the last one to touch it. Sam Jones went in there diving to touch it, and I couldn't tell. I saw him try to lay off of touching it, but I couldn't tell. You guys could probably see better on the screen. I couldn't tell if he laid off in time or not. Jones now on the dribble. Going to get it out. Top it comes to Hamilton. Dallas Hamilton. Now there's a kick as Schisler got in the way of that one. 5:28 still to go here in the first half. There's been a lot of dead balls in this game. Oh, what a pass play, or what an entry play is. A-Town just caught sleeping as Weber gets another easy basket on an inbound, and we're knotted back at 17 now. Or knotted again, this time at 17. And just like last time, another basket comes immediately from Asa Stiegel. This time he's going to get an and one. The foul is going to be called a blocking foul on number 11, J.D. Ruddy, his second, team 7th. And Stiegel is going to have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. And he hits it. Gives his team a 3-point lead. 5:05 remain. A long three by Sam Jones. It's deep and long. Pfiff with the rebound. His turnaround jumper putback is good. Tyler Pfiff gets the two. Closes the game back to 20-19. Three by Fouch. And now a foul is going to be called. Stone King going to get called for another foul. His second, team's 8th. Dallas Hamilton is going to be shooting 2 free throws, I think. First one is off, no good. 4:37 to go in the first half, and it's starting to get, for two teams who really don't know each other, this one's starting to get chippy in a hurry. Second one is no good. It's going to go off of Fouch, out of bounds. Here's the only thing I can say about wanting to argue. You could either have a foul on that or have it out off of you. I think I'd take it out off me and not the foul myself, but Tyler Pfiff is going to drive, and they're going to call him for a travel. 23-19, Tornadoes with the lead. 4:28 to go. It seems like this quarter is taking forever. Fouch for 3 again. It's off, no good. Hook with the rebound. Hamilton steals it away. He goes back the other way. Runner short as he tried to finger roll. Hook has the rebound again, and he just seems like every time he touches it, there's 3 orange jerseys around him. Schisler with it and tried to draw a charge, but that was a horrible, horrible attempt at it. Stiegel hits the 3, and it's 26-19. Jones now. And they're going to call a charge on the block, or on the pick. Tyler Pfiff picks up the foul, his second, team's 8th. This is a media timeout. We'll take a break as well and be back in just a minute.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And after the COVID break, it's 26-19, 3:48 to go in the first half. It is A-Town basketball after the foul for Tyler Pfaff, picking up his second foul on the charge as he set the pick. They have really made a point of emphasis to call that charge as you're leaning in. Man, Schisler got his legs taken out from underneath him and no foul called. I don't think they laid into him much, but they went under. Oh, nice bounce pass to Ruddy from Jones. Stone King with it now. These two teams are very chippy. They like to lay bodies on you. They're not afraid to rub you and push on you a little bit, and they try to take that extra little contact to get away with it when they can. 3 on the way by Schisler. It's good. Easton Schisler gets his first basket of the second quarter. And a block is going to be called on Schisler. His first, team's 9th. That'll send Sam Jones to the free throw line for the 1 and bonus. Free throw is good by Jones. He'll get the bonus. Seven-point game, 29-22, 2:48 to go in the first half. It's the last game of the Great Western Shootout for the day. Second one's good for Jones as well. Sub checking in, going to be number 34, who I don't have on my roster. So if anybody happens to be watching from Flanagan Cornell and knows who number 34 is, I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll just call him number 34. Six-point game. Stiegel, who's really came to life here in the second quarter. Stiegel's going to get 2 shots. Foul is on number 34. Team foul number 9. Stiegel makes the first. McVeigh checks back in, replacing Stone King. Back to a 3-possession game, 2:26 to go. Second one hits both sides of the rim, front and back, hits the backboard and falls back through. He's got everything going his way here in the second quarter. Makes it 31-23. Tyler Pfaff with the shot off of the Tornadoes out of bounds. It was Hook and Fouch down there fighting for the rebound amongst themselves. 2:14 to go in the first half. Jones going to go right side to Pfaff for 3. It's short. McVeigh fell to the ground. There's a lot of contact going on here, folks, but it feels like to me a 3 is off, no good. Outletted on the air ball. Jones to Hamilton, who gets it to Ruddy for 2. Seems to me there's about as much flopping going on as there is fouling, as there's once you get a few of those calls, and kids think they want to try to gain some more of them, so they want to flop and get some that aren't there, and that seems to be happening. Stiegel rolls in. That time no call again. Missed shot again. That's Schisler down there a second time, missed it again. Stiegel gets another rebound, and he puts it back up and in. (33-25), 1:18 remaining in the first half. Schisler all over Jones. Free throw line jumper. McVeigh is going to pick up his third foul. Team 10th on my scorecard. Team 9th on the scoreboard. Not sure how I got an extra foul, but shooting two free throws is Tyler Pfaff. Missed the first one. Stone King and Redfern checking in for the Commandos, or for the Tornadoes, sorry. Coming over to check. Not sure if they're going to try to kick somebody out or what they're going to do. Second one is in and out, no good. Goes off of number 34, out of bounds. Possession to Kessler Collins, checks back in. Possession to Tornadoes. Fouch misses a three. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Stolen away. Stiegel gives it to Stone King. Stone King going to run. The floater off, no good. Kessler. Collins with the rebound. He gives it to Jones. Jones gives it to number 34. He'll get his second foul. And walking the other end to shoot two free throws will be possibly Stone King. I don't know. We'll wait and see who they. It is Stone King shooting two on the double bonus. Yeah, no 34 on my roster. Stone King shooting two. He's 1 for 2. 40.8 seconds left. Missed the first. Pfaff checking back in for 34. Trey McVeigh getting ready to check back in for the Tornadoes. Second one's in and out, no good either. Stiegel had it knocked away by Jones as the fours were battling. Jones is going to push it back the other way in a hurry. His team's still down by 8, 33-25. The last shot coming here of the first half, it would appear. Jones with it. He's getting a 5-second count. Hook is out there now guarding Hamilton. Three on the way. Off, no good. Tipped around, out of bounds. Number 21, Brennan Edens in the ball game. I missed him coming in. Ruddy and Weber checking back in. Edens checks out. 5.3 seconds left, 33-25. Trying to take away any last-second crazy foul here. Ruddy's going to get it on the inbound. Off, no good. McVeigh comes up with it. He's going to throw it up just to see what happens. Not even close, but that's how the first half's going to end. 33-25. The Tornadoes lead the Falcons of Flanagan Cornell. We'll be back in a couple minutes with some stats here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance
in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
And welcome back to Abington Avon High School. So we're trying to get a few last second tallies here. Looks like we're missing a couple points, but we will go with it nonetheless. 3 points short. Probably just missed them here and I have to add them up, but we'll go with it anyway. A-Town leading 33-25, an 8-point advantage here at the final game of the Great Western Shootout. Leading scorers in the first half, 7 points for Tyler Puff, 6 points for J.D. Ruddy, 5 points for Sam Jones, 2 points for Dallas Hamilton, 4 points for William Weber, and 1 point for Kessler Collins. Flanagan Cornell, by my stats, is just 3 of 12 from the free throw line in the first half. For the Tornadoes, unofficially, game high 12 points for Asa Stiegel, and he has them all in the second quarter. 1 point for Parker Stoneking, 4 points for Drew Fouch, 5 points for Clay Slagle, 10 point for Easton Schisler, and 1 point for Carter Redfern. The Tornadoes are 9 of 15 from the charity stripe. So better than 50%. Not perfect by any means, but way better than 3 of 12. Making shots you should make. has been the theme of the last couple of games and several games here today. And the teams that don't make the shots they should make are the ones that have not won basketball games. We'll go all the way back to an 11 a.m. tip-off. Sherrard beat Galva 63-25. Jalen Shelby was the MVP. He had 12 points and a dunk in that game for Sherrard. They played about 13 or 14 people in that contest. Cerro Gordo Bement beat Monmouth Roseville 55-40 behind Connor Brown's 26 points. He had 15 in the first quarter. And then with the Monmouth Roseville Titans trying to get back in it, they cut it to 8. He hit 2 free throws. They cut it to 8. They hit 2 free throws under a minute to go in that contest. And then they kind of added a few to it. That game was at 8. It should have been 2. The Titans had it to 4 at one point. They let it get away. They had easy looks. That's a game that I think that Monmouth Roseville and the Titans probably wish they had back. There's no doubt about that. That's a game that they have to feel like they could win. Southeastern beat Ridgewood in a very close contest. It was close throughout. Had a lot of people chatting with us in the live chat. That was awesome. Ramsey Fry had a game-high 27 and was the MVP of that game. It was 44-38. Southeastern got the win. Of course, Southeastern doesn't have Danny Stevens, but Ramsey Fry is a ball player, kids. If you get a chance to see Southeastern, they'll be at the MVIT tournament not next week, week after next, down in Minden, Illinois at the Minden Unity at the Mississippi Valley Invitational Tournament. Also down there will be BPC, West Prairie, Southeastern, Rushville Industry, Minden Unity, Payson, and I don't know who else all is going to be down there, but there'll be some good teams down there for that as well. The 3:30 slot was originally going to be Southeastern and Scales Mound, but with Southeastern's main player being hurt, they switched that around a little bit. Scales Mound came in as undefeated and a number 1 ranked team in 1A. They have less than 75 kids in their high school, and they beat Farmington today 65-54. Zayden Ellsworth, the MVP of that game, 32 points and a 65-54 win. And Scales Mound has got some players, and he scored 32, but they looked like the type of team that could have 4 or 5 different players do that. Then the 5 o'clock game was the Macomb boys versus the Fulton Steamers. That ended up being a 46-45 game, but it was really a buzzer beater to get it to 45, and the Macomb Bombers fell by 1 to the Steamers. Balin Damhoff for the Steamers, 31 points to lead all scorers in that one. And next was the only girls game in the tournament. The A-Town girls against the Macomb High girls. 40-33, Macomb gets the win there. Ainsley Holthouse was the MVP in that game. She had 12 points. But I'll tell you, Robinson for Macomb had 10, and she was, I think, almost more important than Holthouse was in that game. But nonetheless, they did get the win over A-Town. Just scrappy. Macomb was just so scrappy in that game, and smaller but a little quicker than A-Town, and just A-Town could not get any rhythm. In this game, of course, we're at the halfway point. Final game, 33-25. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just a few minutes.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company, in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
And we're back here at Abington Avon High School, and I saw the kids shooting the game for the Falcons come up here, so I hollered at him and asked him who number 34 was. It's Emerson Weber. I'm guessing William Weber's younger brother maybe, or cousin, one or the other I would guess. So we're under a minute to go before the start of the second half. The final 16 minutes of the Great Western Shootout starting here at A-Town, the Abington Avon High School in Abington, Illinois. As we're getting ready to go here, it will be Flanagan basketball. Not a jump ball in the second quarter. $7:55 to go in the third quarter. Hamilton with it to Pfaff. Hamilton. Ruddy was over there. Jones has it now. Pfaff cuts. Back to Jones. He wants to go. He does go. Back to Pfaff. Up top to Hamilton. Hamilton looks to drive. Backs it back out. 7:30 remaining in the third quarter. Weber and McVeigh just flat flopped. If that was the NBA, that would have been a foul. Pfaff is going to get the bucket, though. Third quarter action. First basket goes to the Falcons. It's 33-27. Stone King with it. Stone King. Hook. Runner off, no good. Rebound. And in an ill-advised pass from Jones trying to get Hamilton, but it's knocked away by Schisler. Schisler's going to go the length of the floor and miss the shot. Well, there's people just, these guys are just flopping all over the place. Everybody's trying to make every contact be a foul. Pfaff's turnaround jumper is good. And it's 33-29. They need to worry less about drawing a foul and more about playing basketball, and that goes for both teams, I think, right now. 6:05 to go. Stone King to Hook. To Slagle, who we didn't see for a long time there in the second quarter. Stone King. He's going to drive, and he's going to get called for a charge. Stone King picks up his third foul. First of the second half for the Tornadoes. 5:52 to go. Chance to cut it to a one-possession game. Sam Jones is going to walk it up the floor for the Falcons. 5:45 to go in quarter number 3. Pfaff, Hamilton. Pfaff now cuts across the lane. Hamilton. Weber. 3 on the way by Ruddy is good. He hits the 3. And it's a 1-point game. And a travel by Hook. Checking in is Fouch, replacing McVeigh. And a chance to take a lead now for Flanagan Cornell. 5:17 left in the third quarter. They've ran off 7 straight to open a quarter. And a backdoor cut, and Ruddy from Jones. And they have taken a lead by 1. Now Hook with it. They break the press finally. Weber comes down, trap. Timeout. It's going to be a full timeout charge to the Commandos. Be their first timeout. We'll stay here and let you see the cheerleaders as we tell you this game is being brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell and Macomb provide expert help to area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. And King Family Chiropractic with locations in Bushnell and Macomb. They support area athletes as well. They offer office hours in Macomb on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MY-DC. That's 837-6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. So, A-Town yet to score a 9-0 run to open, actually an 8-0 run, to open the third quarter. Oh, it is 9, but there's Schisler getting a bucket. I can't even, looking at the wrong side of the scoreboard. But Tornadoes get in that streak anyway. Schisler, a nice look down to Ruddy, and suddenly Ruddy is becoming a fixture in the offense for the Falcons. And heads up in the bleachers. Holy smokes. That was thrown off of Jones's foot, and I don't even know if Jones kicked it. I think it just hit him in the foot when it was thrown so hard. Schisler bringing it up now. 4:30 to go. And it was tipped. That's why it wasn't over and back, if anybody on TV thought it was. Slagle to Hook in the corner for 3. It's good. Kellen Hook gets his first basket. And it's a 38-36 lead for the Tornadoes now. Hamilton going to dump it out to Ruddy. Jones. And Ruddy was wide open under the basket again. Skip across, Pfeff for 3. It's short. Rebound by Schisler, tracks it down. That's good hustle getting out to grab that one. 3:50 to go. We'll have a CB COVID break in a moment. Hook gets another runner to fall. And the Tornadoes are come back to life now. 40-36, they lead by 4. They led by 8 at the break. They were trailing by 3. Now Schisler after a steal by Slagle. Schisler gets the bucket to fall, and he got slapped in the side of the head for good measure. I'm going to call a charge. Who are they going to call it on? They'll call it on Hamilton. His second. Team's first. That's the first foul of the half for either team, according to the scoreboard. Underneath, Puff, Hamilton. 3 minutes remaining. They should have taken a mass time out there, but they didn't. Hamilton has it tipped away from behind. Weber has it. His turnaround jumper rattles around and falls through. 2 points for Weber. 42-38. Stone King on the drive. Weber had it off the ground. Hamilton goes to the rack on a pass from Jones. He gets it to fall. And it's 42-40. Hook throws it right to Jones. Jones has it swiped away by Schisler. Schisler now goes back the other way, 2:10 to go. Stone King's going to drive, and he's going to run over Pfaff, and Stone King's going to get another charge call, and they're not happy about it, but I don't know how you can complain about that. He just flat runs over the top of somebody. They're standing there. They don't even have to be set. They're straight up and down. They're in a plane, and he is running over them. He's flat lowering his head and running over them. That is, by definition, a charge. Mask timeout. That's a little late, but they are going to take it. 2:07 left here in the third quarter. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break as well. This one's rather interesting, to say the least. We'll be back after this.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blainsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local country financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
And we're back here at Abington Avon High School. And you might wonder why I sometimes sound like I don't like the block call and take the charge. I think that if you're going in haphazardly or you're going in with reckless abandon, it really, to me, doesn't matter what the defensive player is doing. You're going in to run over somebody, or you're out of control and just falling down, flopping, and you should never get bailed out for that if you're an offensive player. That's one of the worst calls, when you bail somebody out because they're falling down and get hit by somebody because they fell down on their own. They went in out of control just to throw a ball up. I've always been that way, so you'll probably hear me when I see things. That's how I see them generally. And when I officiated, that's how I officiated too. So maybe that's why I'm not officiating anymore either. Hamilton with it, far side. Ruddy. Weber. Jones down to Hamilton. Back to Jones. Oh, nice look down to Ruddy, and he missed a gimme. Could have been tied right there. 1:42 to go in the third quarter, and he missed a gimme. Schisler, who has been a little more active again here in the third quarter, gets a three to fall on cue. Easton Schisler, I can't talk now, gets the three. A three on the way by Pfaff. Now Stiegel is going to give it to Schisler again. And they're going to call Ruddy for the foul, I do believe. It is going to be on Ruddy. It'll be his third, team's second. It'll be Tornado basketball. Kellen Hook checking in. He'll replace Redfern. Checking in is for the Falcons is Kessler Collins. He replaces Ruddy, and Ruddy had a great third quarter. 1:08 to go. Into Schisler. Out to Fouch. Down low. Stiegel to Schisler for three. It's off, no good. Stiegel loses it. Who's it? Finally going to get it. Hamilton to Collins, and Collins is going to get his first bucket. And we are now tied, 45-45. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. This is right where we were at, it seems like, after the first quarter, but A-Town kind of dominated the second quarter. Schisler got up in the air and got a hit on the ball, maybe an arm a little bit, and just couldn't do anything with it. Had to throw it at the rim. Jones for three. It's off, no good. Collins with the rebound and the putback. And with 9 seconds left, the Falcons have a 2-point lead. Fouch is going to try and give them a lead. He does. A three for Fouch, and at the end of the third quarter, it's going to be a long three. That's good. It hit the front of the rim. No good. It's 48-47. Fouch hit that three-pointer almost at the buzzer to give his squad a 1-point lead. Final quarter of play coming up here from A-Town. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be good down the stretch. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this. And we're back here. 8 minutes left in this Great Western Shootout, and it's going to be a great 8 minutes if it holds up to this. 48-47. The Flanagan Cornell Falcons outscored the Tornadoes by 7 in that quarter. They led on several different occasions. They tied it and then led by 2 with 10 seconds left. Fouch hits a 3 to give the Tornadoes a lead to end the quarter. Flanagan gets the ball to open the fourth quarter. A-Town will have it next time. 7:45 remaining, and that nearly got thrown away as Pfaff comes back to get it. Hamilton now. Pfaff up top to Hamilton. And his pass, ill-advised, knocked away. Stone King goes to the basket, but he's fouled before the shot. Fouls on Sam Jones. That'll be his first unofficially. Team's third. Hook checks back in. Fouch takes a seat. Stone King inbounds it. Slagle gives it to Stone King. Baseline jumper, in and out, no good. Stiegel gets the rebound and the putback. He has been a man in the second and fourth quarters for the Tornadoes. 50-47. Ruddy now. Into the corner it goes. That's off, no good on a 3 attempt. Pfaff with the rebound and the putback. Missed and got it again, and that time he made it. Hook has it, stripped away. Oh, man, that's a big collision, but no foul called. Down the floor it goes. Hamilton gets the bucket. Give him 6. And it's 51-50. Falcons with the lead now. Schisler for 3, left corner. It's long. Stripped away from Pfaff, then Pfaff strips it away from Stone King. Weber, and a technical to Stone King. And then the coach comes out on the floor. Who's going to get the technical? Is it Stone King or is it the coach? It's going to be on the bench for, I don't know what, I understand getting worked up a little bit. I'm not going to lie, but of all the things to get worked up about tonight, I don't think that was the thing I would have used to get the technical. Technical free throw number 1, no good. Technical free throw number 2 is good. So it's 52-50. I can understand being upset. This has been a rough back and forth contest. So I'm not going to begrudge coach at all for getting that technical. Just don't know if that would have been the one. Sometimes you got to fall on a sword on the right spot. I don't know if that's a sword I would have fallen on. But I can understand. Now they're going to call away from the play again. Another moving pick. 30. I think they called it on 30. Team foul number 4. 52-50, and A-Town has the ball again. Slagle to Schisler. He's double teamed over there. Spins the baseline. Yeah, he was pushing on him. That's a good call. It might have been a bit more of a flop than it needed to be, but it's a good call. He was hipping him the whole way, and finally they let go for a while, but they finally had to call it. That's completely understandable. Another foul on Flanagan at Cornell. 52-50 is the score. Hook has it nearly taken away by Hamilton. He brings it back across half court. Goes to Slagle. Slagle now picks up his dribble. Boy, he had a look at a shot there. Didn't take it. Schisler will take one for 3. It's good. Easton Schisler, another three, give him 20 on the night and give his team a 1-point lead, 53-52. Pfaff says, anything you can do, I can do too. He hits the three. He has 19 on the night. 55-53. And they're going to call a foul. 30 is going to pick up the foul. Unfortunately, Pfaff, that's 4. They got 6 on the board. I only had 5. Stone King to inbound. Now Stiegel is going to get 2 free throws. 35. Kessler Collins picks up the foul. Team 7th. First one for Stiegel is off, no good. Second one is good. One-point game, 55-54. Flanagan Cornell with a 1-point lead. The basketball, 4:42 remaining. Ruddy gives it to Hamilton, to Jones. Back up to Hamilton. Looked at the three, didn't take it. Drives, now gives it to Jones. He drives. Collins with it. Timeout. It's going to be a full timeout charged to Flanagan Cornell. That's their first timeout. Both teams will have 4 timeouts. We will have a COVID break yet to come, so we'll keep it here. Unofficially, 17, now 20, but after 3 quarters, Easton Schisler had 17 points, 12 points for Asa Stiegel, who didn't score in any of the first or third quarters. All that came in the second quarter. He's got 3 points here in the fourth, however. 5 points for Hook. For Flanagan Cornell, after 3 quarters, it was 14 points for Pfaff, 13 points for Ruddy, who scored 7 in the third quarter. Now 5 more points have been added to Pfaff's total. He's got 4 fouls unofficially, though. He's not playing, or is he back in now? He is not in at the moment. 4:26. Sorry to set the floor for you. Sam Jones, Collins, Ruddy, Weber, and Hamilton on the floor for Flanagan Cornell. Schisler, Hook, Stone King, Slagle, and Stiegel on the floor for the Tornadoes. And the Tornadoes come out with some serious pressure defense here. Collins going to drive, tried to go back door. Weber comes up with it. Jones is going to come, and then Stone King's going to get the foul. And that'll be 5 on Stone King. Did they get another technical? And the coach got another technical. Coach is gone. A-Town's coach has just been ejected from the game. Coach Corey Link. Jones makes the first of 2 this time. He missed the first one last time. This is his second set of technical foul shots. And that one rattles out. Coach Link walks to the locker room. I've covered sports for a long time. I have not seen very many coaches kicked out of games, and he got kicked out there, and a 30-second timeout called by the Tornadoes. 4:01 to go. They take a timeout as the assistant coaches now. I believe Caleb Batson will be the head coach now. I do not know that for sure. It'll be him or Josh Pierce, but I believe that's the JV coach. Batson will be the head coach. 4:01 to go in a basketball game, 56-54. The visitors on the scoreboard, Flanagan Cornell, have a lead, and right now those 2 points that they lead by are the 2 technical free throws that Sam Jones has made on his 4 attempts when Coach Link got his 2 technicals. One was after a foul earlier in the fourth quarter. That one was after another foul from Stone King. Both of his technicals came after fouls on Stone King. Easton Schisler up in the mug of Sam Jones, and Sam Jones is going to go down to Ruddy. Ruddy shots up off, no good. Stiegel with the rebound. Easton Schisler, and Jones were going at it. And now Hamilton picks Schisler up, and Hamilton's going to pick up the foul. That's a good call. Hamilton picks up his 3rd, team foul number 8. That's a 1 in bonus. It's 1 in bonus. William Weber checking back in. Easton Schisler going to be shooting 2 free throws. He's Easton is 2 for 2 on the night. Mask timeout, final one of the day. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back for the duration. 3:33 remaining. It's going to be a good one. 56-54 here at Abington Avon High School.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
And welcome back. There you see on the screen Flanagan, Cornell, and their coaching staff and the kids that are in the game right now. Fafa's back in. And the other side, the assistant coach is coaching as Coach Corey Link has been ejected after getting 2 technicals. The first one, he was clear out in the middle of the floor. He was still, I thought, sitting down. An official from across the gym came and gave him his second one, so I'm not real sure what happened on the second one. The first one he earned. I don't think I would have earned it at that particular point. I do understand his frustration, though. And then on the second one, I don't know what he did. I didn't even see anything. First free throw is good for Schisler. He gets the bonus. And the second one is good as well. We're knotted at 56. Jones now. Schisler's going to pick him up, and they have had quite a battle on that end of the floor. Jones is going to go in. His jumper's in and out, no good. Hamilton gets the rebound, and he throws it off of Stiegel, but it bounced back and hit Hamilton. And Hamilton says it didn't hit me till after it hit the floor, but once he was out of bounds, and the official said it hit him before it hit the floor. 3:15 to go, 56-56. A-Town with the basketball. They've come from a 2-possession deficit now to tie it up. Slagle goes to Schisler. He's double-teamed in the corner. Got to find somewhere to go with it. Hamilton's there to steal it. Jones comes up with it. Jones has it knocked out by Stiegel, but that's a lot better than it could have been for the Tornadoes. 2:50 to go here in the final quarter, and I don't think I changed it to the fourth quarter, did I? Let me look. I apologize, folks. It is the fourth quarter. Weber to Jones, Hamilton, Weber, 2:30. Pfaff to Hamilton. He's going to drive. He almost traveled. Floater off, no good. It's going to go off of Weber, out of bounds. Possession back to the Tornadoes. 2:24 to go. Another chance for the Tornadoes to retake the lead. Hook looked down momentarily to Fouch. Couldn't get it down there, so he's going to go to Stiegel. Stiegel is going to run over, and the basket is good, and Ruddy's going to pick up the foul. See if they count it. The basket went in, didn't it? The basket was good. That's what I thought. Stiegel got the basket. So he's shooting one free throw here. A chance to make a 3-point lead. Did it not go in? I saw out of the corner of my eye. I thought sure that went in. They're going to say it didn't. Must have bounced off. My fault, folks. I apologize. So he's getting 2 free throws. He makes the first. And he makes the second. Up by 2 are the Tornadoes now. Ruddy with it. It's going to go off of Ruddy. It was slapped away by Fouch, I believe. And the Tornadoes have the basketball in a 2-point lead with 2 minutes remaining. Schisler on the dribble. And Hamilton tries to draw a charge foul. There's still somebody wide open. They can't figure out who's supposed to be guarding who. Flanagan, Cornell, but they finally got it figured out. Slagle's going to drive the baseline, dump it out to Fouch. Long 2, off no good. Ruddy with the rebound. He's going to get it to Weber. Now to Jones, who takes it up the far side. 1:23 remaining, still a 2-point game. 58-56, Tornadoes with the lead. The Tornadoes coach is out of the game. 2 technicals. Jones with the dribble. He picks up his dribble. Horrible place to pick up the dribble. Pfaff has it. Now he picks up his dribble. Hamilton now, 1:03 remaining. Jones wipes off his shoe. Schisler is out there. He's going to drive on Schisler. Runner is good by Jones, and Jones does that about every time Schisler comes right up and gets in his mug. He drives right around him, and Jones gets another bucket. That only makes 10 or 9 points on the night. Slagle to Stiegel. Stiegel's jumper is good. Count it, and a foul. And that's a good call. Weber tried to turn with Stiegel. 4 fouls on Weber, 9 fouls on the team. Stiegel gets the bucket. That time he did make it. And he's got a 3-point play coming. The Tornadoes up by 2 again, 60-58, 38.2 seconds remaining. Stiegel is at the free throw line. It is off the front of the rim, no good. And then Stiegel follows in and gets the foul, but it's not going to hurt too much. And a timeout on the floor, charged to the Tornadoes. It's a full timeout. Stiegel gets the foul, his second. Team's 5th is all it is. So with 36.6 seconds left, the Tornadoes again lead by 2, 60-58. You're watching or listening to the final game of the Great Western Shootout here from Abington Avon High School. The home team, A-Town Tornadoes, and the Flanagan Cornell Falcons. Been back and forth the entire second half. A-Town led by as many as 8. Cornell, the Falcons, led by as many as 6. Right now, though, is all that matters. 36.6 seconds left. 60-58's the score. The Falcons have the basketball after a missed free throw and a foul by Asa Stiegel. Now, they still have a foul to give. It's only team foul number 5 for the Tornadoes, so they can harass and cause all kinds of problems here and not be forced with giving up a free throw if they want to. Schisler is all over Jones. Jones trying to drive. They've got time. They've got a foul to give. It doesn't really matter at this point. He picks up his dribble, gives to Hamilton. Now to Jones. 20 seconds. They're going for a tie or a win here, it would appear. Jones loses the ball, gathers it back up. Goes to Hamilton. Hamilton, it doesn't take the three. He could have. Now he goes to Ruddy. Ruddy with 8 seconds left. Jones with 6 seconds left. He's going to drive on Schisler. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hamilton for the win for 3. It's no good. It's off the front of the rim. Holy smokes. 60-58. A-Town gets the win over Flanagan Cornell. And that was close. That was way closer than it was when I thought it was off his hand. It hit the left side of the rim. It was pretty close. 60-58 is the final. We'll take a break, come back with some stats in just a couple minutes here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Some farmers I know swear by a name. Say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver. Time Maximizer. Game Changer. I like those names.
Welcome back for the final time to Abington Avon High School. 60-58 the final here on the final game of the night. A-Town gets the win over the Flanagan Cornell Falcons. Hamilton had a look at a three. It was a pretty good look, and it was just off left. It was way closer than I thought it was off his hand from where we were sitting. Couldn't get it to fall. Here's some stats for you for this final contest. We'll tell you, Easton Schisler, the MVP for the game. He had 22 points, was 4 of 4 from the free throw line. The crowd was cheering for Asa Stiegel. He had 19 points and was 6 of 8 from the free throw line. They shot 20 free throws, did the Tornadoes. He had 19 points. 5 points for Hook, 1 point for Parker Stone King. He was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Drew Fouch had 7 points. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and a huge three at the end of the third quarter for Fouch to give the Tornadoes a 1 point lead. 5 points for Clay Slagle, 22 points and the MVP for Easton Schisler, and he was 4 of 4 from the charity stripe. 1 point for Carter Redfern. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. They finished 13 of 20. Now keep that 13 of 20 number in mind as we go through the stats for the Flanagan Cornell Falcons. Now, I didn't add these up, so I'm going to hope that they're right. They could be off a point. These are unofficial, of course. 19 points for Tyler Pfaff. He was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 13 points for J.D. Ruddy. He was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 9 points for Sam Jones. He was 4 of 6 from the free throw line. 2 of 4 in technical foul shots in the fourth quarter, however. His team lost by 2. 6 points for Dallas Hamilton. He was 0 of 2 from the free throw line. William Weber, 6 points, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. Kessler Collins, 5 points, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The Falcons finished 5 of 16 from the charity stripe. They shoot 50%. They win by a point. Free throw shooting is important, folks. There's no doubt about it. What a game. Coach got kicked out. Technicals being given. Rough play. Pretty decent officiating, really, I think. I mean, I know people got worked up, but I think the kids caused about as much of it as the officials did, because it's once they started calling something, then the kids started trying to draw something, and then they wanted it but didn't want to give it. It's kind of like go-kart racing. I do a lot of racing, and go-karts are the same way. I can hit you and knock you out of the way, but don't you hit me and knock me out of the way. And that's pretty much how it seemed like it went there in that contest. But, man, what a fun one to end the day with. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We want to thank all the staff here at Abington Avon High School for letting us come down and do these contests and inviting us to be here. We hope to see you here a little bit more in the time to come. So for Miles Hewlett, I'm Dwayne Hewlett. Thanks for joining us. Once again, Easton Schisler, the MVP of the final game. A-Town gets a 60-58 win over Flanagan Cornell. BPC is on the court on Monday night. That's our next broadcast for TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH on our Hewlett Public Pro LLC YouTube channel. We hope that you like what you saw today. Please subscribe if you can. We will see you again down the road very soon.